That won't work." Seeing Charlie's confession, Zhang Ming bit him instead. He deliberately increased the volume a bit and said, "Everyone has heard it. You said it yourself. There is no meat car, but only meat people. If this is the case, then we too will compete in front of all the students." Charlie waved his hand and said a heart-wrenching sentence. "Oh, Zhang Ming, let's not compare. Everyone is not a heavyweight player. It would be unfair to be together like this. It's really unfair." BMW 760 and Mercedes-Benz E300L are no different from Husky. When Zhang Ming saw that Charlie said that he was not a heavyweight, he thought Charlie was scared, and he immediately sneered. "Charlie, didn't you just brag? Why are you talking about it now? In front of your wife, can you look like a man?" Charlie pretended to be annoyed and said, "Oh, I said Zhang Ming. It is meaningless for you to talk like this. Everyone is a small partner who grew up together. Do you need to be so aggressive? Yes, you should drive a car. What's so good about the car? Do you really think your car is better than mine? You can beat me?" Zhang Ming thought that Charlie got the set, but he didn't expect that he actually got the set, and hurriedly said, "The key to whether you can beat depends on whether you dare to compare with me. If you are counseled and not a man, then there is no way for you." Charlie immediately became ashamed and said, "Okay. Comparing, who is afraid of whom?" Zhang Ming immediately smiled and said, "Great. Then let's try and compare, so let's get to the Grand Hyatt Hotel first, then whoever gets there first. What do you think?" Charlie nodded. "It's okay, but it should be some color, right? Come on." Zhang Ming said confidently, "You can open the color head, whatever you want." Charlie thought for a while and said, "Let's do it. I heard from Xiaofeng today that the orphanage is still short of funds. Or else, no matter who we are, we will donate our car to the orphanage and let it go to the welfare. What do you think?" The good brother Zhao Hao hurriedly grabbed him and blurted out, "Charlie, don't be fooled by him. This person is not at all well-intentioned." Charlie smiled, saying that it is okay, but in his heart he secretly said, "My dear brother, I actually want him to be fooled by me, because I am the one who really has no peace of mind. But it is naturally impossible to say this." Zhang Ming laughed aloud at this time and said, "Charlie, is your BMW 520 in your name? Didn't you push the door upside down? This should be your wife's car? Why are you not embarrassed to take your wife's car out? What about the generosity of others? What if you lose and your wife is unwilling to donate this car to the orphanage?" Claire on the side was also very dissatisfied with Zhang Ming's arrogant attitude, and said, "Although the car is written with my name, you can rest assured that I will guarantee it personally. If my husband loses to you, then I will take this donate the car to the orphanage. If you lose to my husband, then you have to donate your car to the orphanage. So many people are watching, do you agree?" When Zhang Ming heard these words, he immediately relaxed. They think, his Mercedes-Benz E300L can't even run with BMW 520? Since you want to get humiliated, get ready to say goodbye to your car. So Zhang Ming said, "Since you have said so, beauties, of course I have no opinion. There are so many friends here to witness, including Aunt Lena, who is also here to witness. We are so sure, who loses? Donate this car to the orphanage." Aunt Lena hurriedly said, "Oh, you guys. What is this for? We grew up together, what can't you say? You have to be stunned here. Listen to me, don't make this bet anymore, let's just eat with peace of mind, reminisce about the past, and enhance the relationship." Zhang Ming said immediately, "Aunt Lena, don't worry about this. This is a bit of personal grievance between Charlie and me. Besides, we are more than a match. It is not whoever wins, and who wins is good for the orphanage. As a result, if my car is sold second-hand, it can sell for 400,000. Although Charlie's car is cheap, it can sell for 2 or 3. The money from selling can be donated to the orphanage, or it can be used by the brother of the orphanage. My sisters have a good life." Charlie smiled and said to Aunt Lena at this time, "Aunt Lena, you don't have to worry about this. Zhang Ming and I will handle it in private." Aunt Lena was actually mainly afraid that Charlie would suffer, but seeing Charlie's confidence, she suddenly felt that this matter should not be as simple as she thought. Actually, when she went to Eastcliff to see a doctor this time, Aunt Lena found something wrong. The first thing that is not right is that the doctors in the hospital were too polite to her and treated her as a VIP. When she was recuperating in the hospital, she happened to meet a domestic celebrity and went to Fairview to see a doctor. The person who treated that celebrity at that time was her doctor. However, she found that the treating doctor's attitude towards the star was far less respectful than his attitude towards herself. She couldn't help but secretly thought that she was just an employee of an orphanage, and she came to Eastcliff for the first time in her life. It was impossible to have anything to do with her. What background might she have, so why did the doctor treat her so respectfully? The second problem is that she went to the operating table and was injected with general anesthesia by the anesthesiologist, but before she passed out immediately, she heard Chief Surgeon talking to his assistant. Dazed, she heard the other party say that this patient is the benefactor of the young master, so they must be cautious and careful. She never understood, what exactly was the young master that the other party was talking about? Or maybe she had hallucinations and misheard. However, every time she thinks of this clip, she always thinks of Charlie. Although she doesn't know why, she always feels that looking at the grown-up child is far from simple as she thought.